Why we shouldn't know Kai Cenat? Why?
But then everything changed. MySpace, Reddit, YouTube. Each platform transformed into a stage. The internet wasn't just a tool anymore, it became a world of its own.
What's good, Rudy?
Faster than the news.
How you feeling, my boy?
Videos can make someone famous overnight. Suddenly millions weren't just watching, they were chasing. Everyone wanted to entertain, to create, to build an audience. Influence became currency, and social media became the new American dream. And in the middle of it all, there was one kid.
Shout out my nigga Rudy.
Grinding, posting.
Nigga Rudy, you're goated, yo. No cap, bro. I'm good though, gang. No cap. Kind of high. Wants to link up? I mean, where, bro? I mean, DreamCon.
But now,
ignore both of them. Ooh, Maxi? Is Maxi your peoples? Yo, you gonna make me sick to my stomach, fam. Yo, Berbert, what's up with your man down, bro? Saying, like, what's up with him, bro? Yo, Scotty, what's good, gang? I mean, thank you. Nah, you're goated, fam. No cap, fam.
Just a 30-minute train ride from Midtown.
First at GG.
From the skyscrapers and bright lights of Manhattan. It's the birthplace of hip-hop, the home to Yankee Stadium. It's a borough that moves fast, where opportunities aren't just handed out on silver platters. But hey, welcome to the Big Apple. Packed into a small apartment with his 3 siblings and a single mother who worked 4 jobs just to keep food on the table, Kai learned early that nothing came easy. He bounced between schools and it won't.
Like I said, Chef, you guys ever have kids, just leave and they'll be successful. I'm trying to tell you niggas right now. Just leave your kids. They will be successful. No father households have successful ass niggas that generate out of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Exceptions, Scully. That's just not that's an exception. I'm sorry. Scully's just not, that's an exception. But everybody else, they're good though. I'm just saying.
His family ended up in a homeless shelter in Georgia. Now, eventually they found their way back to New York, and every summer Kai would leave the city for a few weeks.
What's good, gang? How you feeling?
Designed to give underprivileged kids a break from the noise.
Holy
and
chops.
Kathy, his host parent, who after nearly a decade of spending summers together became family. But for a while, Kai felt lost. He wasn't the biggest, not the tallest, not the strongest. He wasn't the kid getting picked first in gym class. In school, that wasn't really his thing either. He was missing something, a purpose, a reason to care. Until he found it. At first, it was just a distraction, an escape from real life. But soon, YouTube became an obsession. Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, FaZe Clan, early 2010s YouTube was a whole new world, a never-ending rabbit hole of entertainment. While other kids were playing sports, Kai...
All right, I'm gonna catch you later, bro. It's over soon, 20 minutes.
Studying them, titles, thumbnails, personalities.
Don't talk about yourself like that, Snacks.
Influencers, they were pioneers. They weren't simply building an audience, they were crafting a blueprint for others to follow. And Kai was taking notes. What made a video work? What made people laugh, click, stick around? Eventually, the urge grew too loud to ignore. Kai wanted in. So at 14 years old, he took his first shot, uploading his first ever video to Facebook.
Siri, shut up.
And it did exactly what you'd expect. It flopped. Nobody cared. Nobody watched. But that initial failure, that's exactly what makes Kai so dangerous today. You see, social media is a game with no finish line, just an endless sprint where everyone is chasing relevance. Millions are fighting.
Has anyone in the chat ever used, yo, what's good, Niglet? What's good, Negro? What's good, Niglet? What's good, Monkey? What's good, Caesar? What's good, Curious George? What's good with you, gang? How you feeling, Lil Bill? W, chat. Oh, no, it's good. Just let it vibe. Has anybody here ever used Facebook, though? Keep it a buck. Ever?
For blue checks, viral moments, and a spot at the top.
Nah, how you doing, Mocha?
Trends don't last, and neither do most creators. The internet moves fast. One day someone is everywhere, on every feed, every algorithm, every trending page. The next, they're just another name in the archives of forgotten influencers. It's not about catching a wave. It's about knowing when to step off before it crashes. But most don't. They ride the high, move to LA, blow the checks, and before they know it, their time is up. Success in social media.
Why would you blow all the money? I would wait till I'm about to fall off and then start spending the money. At least I would save a good portion of money when it's first coming in.
It isn't about luck. It's about strategy. Think of it like Thanos collecting infinities.
I feel very bad. My mom's car battery died, and I was training for 2 hours. You guys have a warranty on it, so you get it replaced by AutoZone for like 2 to 3 years. I have a 3-year warranty on mine. Mine died within like a year and a half, and I got it replaced for free.
Collect the right pieces, and success becomes inevitable.
Gooner, why are you on Facebook, Gooner?
I had the option to quit, but it's like what?
Oh, Marketplace? Y'all niggas some Gooners.
Kai's first
hey, Lori.
Really came in the form of a weaponized obsession. He spent years shouting into the void, posting to an audience of 0.
I'm sorry, I gotta go to work.
And from that silence, he learned the internet's harshest truth. No one owes you their attention until you give them a reason to. And dozens of uploads came and went with little to show for it. But instead of quitting, Kai doubled down. He wasn't just trying to go viral, he was running experiments. Every video was a test, and every failure was fuel for the fire. As a chronically online kid, he absorbed everything, quietly building a mental playbook of what worked, what flopped, and why.
Hi, Lori, how are you?
At high school, the
Nigga, you dumb? Go suck these nuts, nigga. Get off my dick, nigga.
videos.
Yes, that is why I am finally making my first YouTube video.
Then came college.
Hope you get your homework done, Mocha. You good, girl?
I did not have sexual relations with that.
Catapulting his channel past 30,000 subscribers overnight. But that moment wasn't random. It was the exact scenario Kai had been.
What are y'all buying? Facebook Marketplace,
Because now
chat?
He finally had attention, and attention is leverage. So he reached into the playbook, the one he'd been quietly building since middle school. And right there on page 1 was Roman Atwood. The blueprint was nearly identical. Years of silence, then one breakout video, a fake pee prank in the middle of that single video snowballed into a series, the same setup with different locations, over and over again until it launched Roman's entire career. It wasn't a fluke, it was a formula, and Kai followed it. One prank turned into 2, 2 became 4, each video built on the last, bigger reactions, escalating chaos, and the views stacked like dominoes. And just like that, Kai was finally on the board.
Thank you guys so much.
The only thing I said, chat, is that I think it's easier to transition to streaming when you have a big audience. So Kai already had 100,000 plus subscribers and then moved to Twitch. He's obviously going to have a little bit more motion than anybody else who does not have a big platform.
Thank you guys so much for 100,000
So, chat, if you guys know about the college dorm,
subscribers. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. 100,000 is a blessing, literally. I love all you guys at the bottom of my heart. Kai Mafia forever, you feel me?
you dick riding, my boy. I got to go. I'm going to catch you later, Mocha. It's okay, girl. Get your homework done.
But the success came with a catch, because now Kai was standing at a fork in the road. On one side was everything he never dreamed of, an audience, influence, the chance to build something bigger than himself. On the other was college.
I'm PC. I don't have one.
The safe route everyone, teachers, friends, and even family expected him to follow.
Lori, do you have a PC? Mocha, what are you doing?
Graduate, play it safe. Dropping out to chase internet fame wasn't just bold, it was delusional.
I have to drop college. I have to.
You don't have to drop no college.
When I go back, I'm gonna tell them that I have to drop out.
Kai, you're not dropping no college.
I have to drop the college.
Indulge in a world of refined luxury.
You said...
Come on, when has anyone ever done anything great sitting on the bench? So Kai took the leap, dropped out of college to fully commit to YouTube. He embraced experimentation, pushing new formats and fresh ideas. There was no singular blueprint, no restrictive niche tying him down. His videos kept evolving, but the one constant was Kai himself, and ultimately that's who the viewers returned for, not just the pranks.
Okay, so we could add me on Steam.
Came back for Kai.
What happens in Miami goes stay in Miami.
In August of
Nah, I don't want Diddy to take my butthole, bro. I'm good, bro.
Or AMP.
I'd rather earn it myself. It's more satisfying that way.
From Phase New.
At the end of the day, chat, you get as many shout outs as you want, but in my opinion, I think it's way more satisfying to know that you did it and you grinded for everything rather than having it handed to you, in my opinion, bro. It feels way more satisfactory, bro.
New York to Team 10 to the Hype House, they all exist for one.
You gotta whisper me. I'll whisper the code, bro. Whisper
Take a
me.
bunch of creators, put them all under one roof.
Diddy's my father. I have one father, bro, and it's not that nigga,
But
bro.
here's the thing. Most content houses are revolving doors. Someone joins, sparks some hype, gains some followers, and then dips. That's the norm. But AMP isn't normal. Since the group's inception in late 2019,
Okay, get my balls at your mouth, nigga. Fat Agent, facts.
Agent, Phantom, Davis, and Duke Dennis weren't just collaborators.
I'm taking a dump while watching you. I don't need to know that there's literal feces coming out of your asshole while you're watching me, bro. I don't need to know that detail. At least tell me you're taking a piss. This is not like, I don't need to know like so much, bro. Just be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. That's it. I don't need to know the exact. Imagine I'm eating food, bro.
They were
Just like Stig. She's like, yo, you help me take a dump. Like, yo, gang, I don't even know that, bro. Like, hey, yo. Like, hey, yo. But hey, gang, it's your life. Can't hate, bro. It's your life.
real life friends with a shared mindset.
W
and
mans?
long-term
Okay.
vision for the brand.
Hear me
This
out.
wasn't some
What does that
casual
mean?
Experiment. It was something
Look what
they
you did,
actually
Astro. This nigga's
And
freaky.
because
He
of
likes
that,
it.
They were incredibly protective of the group.
Seven pick. See what you did, Astro? Oh, I blame Astro, bro.
How big the name was. They had already turned down plenty of creators. People like Your Age, Gideon, and Flight had all been passed on, not because they weren't talented, but because the chemistry wasn't there. One wrong move, one offbeat personality, and the whole thing could fall apart before it even started. So when they invited Kai to join in 2020, it wasn't just another group decision, it was a moment. He didn't have the biggest platform, he wasn't pulling the most views, but what stood out was the way he worked, the way he fit. There was something undeniable about his energy, and they recognized it instantly. Joining AMP gave Kai something he hadn't had before, a team, a stage, a spotlight. But there was still one thing missing, streaming. During COVID, a new generation of creators redefined what
boy.
streaming could be. What started as a gaming-centric world began morphing into something bigger. Suddenly, the
Yo, chat, can we stop talking about doo-doo right now, please?
YouTubers, they were streamers. And Kai, he was riding that wave before most people even saw it coming.
Yo, chat, quick question. During COVID, who did you guys watch the most? Say the streamer you watched the most during COVID. If you watch streams, though.
I will now be streaming on Twitch.
His very first
I think I watched the COD streamers and I watched like Apex streamers. I was watching ACU. I was watching all the Apex niggas, bro. I was really into gaming. I wasn't really into just chatting. I wasn't watching Aiden Ross like that. No, Aiden. Aiden was the only just chatting streamer I was watching at the time. I think that was the only nigga I was actually watching his stuff when he had celebrities on. I think that's the only time. Was it him? Bruce? I wasn't watching Bruce at that time.
higher, the risks more extreme, and sometimes the fall is inevitable.
We begin with that tense scene here
Oh, I remember
in New York
this.
City. Thousands of young people converging on Manhattan's
Why would he
Union
do
Square
this?
Park.
I don't know what he thought was gonna happen. Like, your emotion is crazy. He should have just rented out the convention center for like $100K. What happened? This is the riot, bro. He should have just rented out one of the stadiums and had all the fans pull up, bro, and he talked to them and they ask questions and he gives them. Actually, is really hard to get PS5s because kids will steal, bro. That's the only thing I don't like. Have them like give their number and you ship it to them. I wouldn't give it to them there because kids steal.
Last half hour that 65 people have been arrested, 30 of them juveniles.
He's got 20 million followers on social media, and after an ill-conceived stunt in New York's Union Square, he also has an arrest record.
What started as a simple fan meetup spiraled into chaos.
Refuse to leave. You will be arrested for unlawful assembly.
Thousands flooded the park, crowds surged, people got hurt, arrests were made. And just like that, a feel-good moment turned into a national headline.
Just got an update from the NYPD, and here's what we know tonight. According to police, Cenat will be charged with multiple counts.
The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly.
Hold on, Yuta.
And a few other charges.
For the first time, we saw Cenat through a different lens. This wasn't a world-shattering moment. At its core, it was a meetup gone wrong. A well-intentioned idea that spiraled out of control. Kai's ignorance, however unintentional, had ripple effects far beyond what he'd ever imagined.
None of that was my intention. I had good intentions for this whole thing, but after Friday, bro, I've come to realize the amount of not only power, but influence that I have on people.
For the first time in a long time, Kai had to stop and think. Not about numbers, not about content, but about impact. About the legacy he wanted to leave behind.
I'm beyond disappointed in the things that went on Friday. I've also asked myself, I said, yo, next time you want to do any of these things like this, you need to hit up the right people, make the right calls. And
what was the plan, bro?
The correct way, because as a whole, bro, we all have to do it. We all have to do better.
This wasn't the end of his story. It was a recalibration, a chance to realign his goals, to refocus on what truly matters. That meant more than just breaking records. It meant building something that lasted. The road ahead wasn't about avoiding mistakes. It was about learning from them. And for Kai, that lesson would shape everything that came next. 2024 was a new year with new goals, one that really elevated the gaming side of streaming. See, your typical gaming stream looks like this: a guy in a chair playing the same games on loop. The concepts are redundant, designed to be repeated. Their sets go as far as blank walls and neon signs if we're lucky. And then on May 8th, 2024, Kai flipped the entire formula on its head.
Facts.
He dropped a 2-minute trailer, not a clip, not a teaser, a full-blown cinematic trailer announcing his next challenge, a non-stop marathon that wouldn't end until he beat Elden Ring. It was scripted, scored, and shot like an actual film, complete with lighting setups, camera crews, coordination, and VFX. Over 45 people worked on this film alone. For context, Paranormal Activity, a movie that grossed nearly $200 million worldwide, that was made with a crew of 44. I mean, it may be only by one, but Kai had put together a bigger team just for this announcement, and the stream itself was just insane.
And now, it is time for Elden Ring.
His bedroom was transformed into a high fantasy world with custom-built sets, detailed props, and outfits straight out of the game. He didn't just play the character, he became them. It was immersive, theatrical, and way ahead.
Watching the video, bro. I got you out the video, bro.
This wasn't a gimmick, it was a shift, a new gold standard. From Elden Ring DLCs to Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Batman Arkham, Kai continued to inject movie-level production into gaming streams, elevating the gameplay, elevating the promo, elevating the platform.
Bro, we actually in an underground bunker right now. This is underground, chat. Like, no cap.
At one point, he even teamed up with Mr. Beast to pull off a mind-bending prank. They built a one-to-one replica of Kai's room, filled it with fireworks, and rigged it to go off mid-stream, convincing viewers.
Damn, that was really good.
Live. Now, it didn't take long for people to catch on, but that didn't matter because
in a Batman suit, those are like $5,000 or like $30,000.
I don't know, right? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I really want somebody to break my record, bro.
So you could break their record.
Yes.
On November 1st, 2024, Cenat kicked off the month-long Mafiathon 2, and from the very first minute, it was clear this wasn't just another stream, it was a spectacle unlike anything Twitch had seen before.
iCarly was tough, and Uzi part. That was my favorite part. For Kai being there was dope, though.
You gotta.
Can't hear you, Kai.
I can't hear you. Trio is back. What's up? You're fired. I want you to get.
Chris Brown was tough too.
Set inside a $55 million mansion spanning over 30,000 square feet, Kai transformed his life into a living broadcast, with more than 67 cameras capturing every single
67?
5-man production teams working in rotating shifts. Not a single second went unseen, whether he was eating, sleeping, or showering. Kai lived on stream, unfiltered, unscripted, and completely open to the world.
Every second of the day, they're watching me.
Kai, what are you talking about? How do you do that?
I literally just do it.
But what truly set Mafiathon 2 apart?
The only thing he didn't have a camera was the bathroom.
It wasn't just a live stream. It was
like a
cultural
dump.
event. Every day brought a new wave of anticipation as fans tuned in to see who would step into Kai's world next. Miranda Cosgrove, Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Lil Dicky, SZA, Bill Nye, and Nardwuar. The guest list read like a fever dream, and it only kept growing. From massive giveaways,
hey yo,
robots that cost over $25,000 each, every moment was meticulously planned. Nothing was left to chance, no cost was spared. This wasn't just content, it was a masterclass in creating a moment the internet would never forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's about that time. It's officially November 1st. It just hit 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm just gonna do this video so that in a month this drops. Here's my message to myself. I hope you're proud of where you're at. If you broke the record, congratulations. I want to thank Phantom. I want to thank Duke. I want to thank Davis. I want to thank Agent. I want to thank Chris for never giving up on what they love to do. It always treated me the same from day one.
KC3000, Mr. Cenat 1000 himself, you know what I'm saying, for breaking the Twitch record and becoming the greatest streamer of all time. My dog is the greatest, you know what I'm saying. There has never been
I show speed
one
fans not gonna like that.
And to be honest, if we being honest with ourselves, there probably won't be another Cenat.
There would never be another Cenat.
Get the love he deserves.
But that's the good thing though. But here's one thing I would say: you don't want to be Cenat. Why do you think ISO beats ISO Speed? You don't like. No one wants to be ISO Speed except for White Boy M. That's a White Boy M. You want to be yourself. So that's the best part about it is that we don't have someone else copying someone. Speak at that ads. Yeah, but are you like? Well, you got him as the best streamer all the time. It depends on your demographic though. But in terms of like a content creator space, it's cool that Speed does all that he does. You know what I'm saying? Where like he did the raging segments. He did the talking with Tom. He does the IRO. He walks outside and learns about the cultures. Speed is amazing, bro, and he has his own lane. But I don't think it's I don't think they're comparable with what they do.
Dolph4F says all time is Nativa 1.
Yeah, bro. I mean, yo, bro, there's so many things I would love to do, but I just can't do it. But I appreciate you so much, bro. That keeps me going when you tell me that, bro. Actually, bro, seriously. At the end, you just gotta wait your turn and be patient. And when you get more research, you can do it. No cap.
He retires, bro. So many people try and like speak negatively about him because he's #1 right now. It's one of these moments where it's like I used to be a LeBron hater as a kid, bro.
Money, okay, appreciate you.
I was a Kobe guy.
For EV, yes sir.
When I grew up, I learned like,
love you, Yuta.
Why not just appreciate greatness? You don't matter what form it comes in. Why not just appreciate greatness?
We are from the Bronx.
Appreciate you so much, bro.
The chances of you.
Thank you. OG as hell.
This is not supposed to happen. We went against the grain. We went against the norm. We from the Bronx. It's not supposed to happen. Like real shit, bro. 700-something thousand Twitch subscribers. Didn't just break the record. Doubled it. He ran a lap on his own record. Phantom just tells me he proud of me. That's all I wanted. Phantom, I appreciate you, bro. From where we come from, that's not supposed to happen, gang.
You did that shit, gang. You feel me? If you're watching this, this is the time you mentally need to be resetting. Enjoy, you know, it's December, your birthday coming up. Enjoy it. Take your time, go at your pace. I want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I'm ready.
Love you. Good little video, man. No cap.